welcome back, and as promised today we're going to be doing a suspension setup on my bike. I've already took the measurements of the static sag, rider sag. Basically what you do is you pick a point on your rear subframe down to the centre of your axle, measure that without a rider on, then get a significant other or someone who's willing to help you and sit on your bike, then take the measurement, and I want between about 35 mil of travel, which I've got, but I couldn't understand why the ride was so harsh until this. I'll show you. Now you want static sag, so it's still a bit firm. See how it's coming up? But static sag, you should be able to lift your bike up, and I've got none. And realistically, you want at least 10 mil, or so Dave Moss says, and Dave Moss is a wizard when it comes to suspension. So the first thing to do is get myself some static sag. On my suspension, I've got two rings, a locking ring and an adjuster ring. Now, to give me some static sag, I need to take some pressure off of this spring. So, what I'm going to need is a C-spanner, a marker, which I've already marked a mark on there so I know how many turns I'm doing. You'll need a tape measure, and for me, I'll need a screwdriver to alter my compression and rebound. That shouldn't be that tight really, it's only a friction fit. Now you can see I've took the lock ring out the way, and I've marked the actual main ring so I know how many turns I've done. So I'll start off by doing one turn. There's a lot of pressure right here. Alright, there's one turn. I'm going to go another half a turn because that's still not very good. Alright, there's your 1.5 turns. One of the most important things is getting static sag. Now, this didn't have any at all until I adjusted it a few minutes ago. So, what static sag is if you look, I've got a good 10 mil of travel there. It's not too firm, but as where before I didn't have any. So that's what that adjustment was for. I adjusted the preload on the spring, and that's gave me the 10 mil. Because if you don't have it, the problem you get is it's just constantly trying to throw you off the bike. So yeah, like I said, I'm no expert. I'm just a bloke tinkering with his bike in his back garden. If you want to check out a good suspension expert, try Dave Moss tuning on YouTube. Absolutely phenomenal bloke. What he don't know ain't worth knowing. So yeah. Right, okay, so what I've done is earlier on I adjusted the rider sag in the back So I've actually now got a bit of sag, static sag as well. Then what I've done, I followed my book for the comfort settings. Now on this, on your compression on your rear, in my owner's manual, it states 12 clicks out from fully closed. So what you do is you close it. This is the compression. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12. Then, let me see if I can get in here. If you can see, there is your rebound. Just there. Just there. And I did the same to that. All the way in, 12 out. Comfort setting. And moving to the front, again I adjusted the preload, which is here, to get the sag settings measured here that I needed. Then the same again, your compression, wound it all the way in, and then 12 clicks out. And then you go to the other side and do the same. Make sure that each fork is exactly the same. Then you come up. Now these are a bit harder to get to for your rebound, but same again, all the way in, 12 clicks out. So that's how I've done it. So all I've got to do now is test ride it, and hopefully it'll be nicer. It can't be worse than it was. It was awful. So hope that helps, and I'll see you again in a while. Take care. Bye now.